Poppin', everybody. Jeff here with Campbell's Comics. We are on the road right now. Kind of an unexpected travel here. We are going to look at a collection down in Omaha. I was planning to do it on Saturday. The individual that I'm buying the collection from is not a clear communicator. Had a hard time, getting a date, time, location, getting all that stuff panned out. He had told me the other day that he was going to pull out all the boxes. He'll have them setting out on Friday. And I was like, okay, cool. I can be there first thing Saturday, right? You don't want to be second to the punch. So I was like, as soon as I can, yeah, I'll be there Saturday morning. And then he messaged me late last night saying, with some pictures, he had the boxes set out. And I was like, okay, cool. Hey, I can still be there Saturday. You want to give me, a location or whatever. And then he messaged me and he's like, well, if it's sold by then, I'll let you know. And so in my head, I'm like, he told me previously, like 2 weeks ago, that he was busy. He was working 13-hour days, every single day until this upcoming weekend. So I was like, well, I thought you were busy every day, so I didn't make time to get out there any earlier than that. And he's like, oh, I took a couple days off work. I was like, oh, I could be out there right now. 2-hour drive. I'll be there, 2.5-hour drive. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I swung by the bank, grabbed some cash. We were on our way. Hopefully, hopefully it works out. He's asking a pretty penny from what I seen. I didn't see all of it by any means. I think it's something like 14 short boxes, and there was 2 boxes of graded comics. He sent me a couple of pictures of, some big books that he had, some of the big graded books, worth a few $100s a piece. But from what I've seen, I think he's still pretty high on his price. I try not to discuss exact numbers with everybody in the videos, but yeah, it's up there for what he's got from what I've seen. But this is one of those things where you never know. All the raw stuff that's in the boxes, I saw like maybe 20 books, and there were some decent books out of the 20 books that were in there. But if everything else in the boxes is just junk fodder filler, then it might not be worth it. So it's gonna take some pilfering and maybe some negotiations if it's not the right kind of stuff. He told me that this collection was completely not picked over, so if the rest of the boxes look like the 20 books he showed me, then we might be in a good situation. The price might be too low. I don't know. And in that situation, I'll just buy it. Bring it on home to you guys. If you guys aren't following Whatnot, make sure you give us a follow. Campbell's Comics Cards over there. Go bookmark streams. I had to cancel the show for this travel because I won't have time to set up the walls because of this travel time, which is okay. It happens once in a while. You got to be on your toes when you're working in this, doing it the way I do it. Traveling to pick up these big collections is the bread and butter. This is how I, make the most money. I am able to pay the bills mostly because of this. So I got to be pretty fluid with my time. Nadine will still be having her auction tonight. She's on her own though. I didn't set anything up for her, so she's going to be, it should be exciting. I told her she could pull out of those random boxes I've been pulling out of, and there's some good stuff in there. I don't think there's anything like, I don't think there's any like $100 books or anything really crazy, but there's lots of $15, $20, $30 books, and she's running dollar starts. So that should be exciting. Hopefully, if anybody's watching this, hopefully you guys get in there and snag some slamming deals. For sure there will be some, I imagine. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about this collection. I'm new to this video thing, so I'm learning, and I appreciate those of you guys that have watched, and I know it's a bunch of me babbling, but I appreciate you guys watching it. I am currently, I live in southern South Dakota, Yankton, South Dakota. Those of you guys that don't know, I am traveling down to Omaha, Nebraska, and I've been to Omaha many times, bought quite a few collections out of that area. So I do this trip probably, at least once a month, I'd say on average, going down to Omaha. If not to buy collections, the main airport's down there that we travel out of. So we'll fly out of there anytime we go to Las Vegas or Florida or go back home to see family in Washington. But yeah, the drive itself is boring. Once again, just straight road here on the highway, and it is cornfield after cornfield after cornfield. You got a couple of little cities in between. You got Sioux City in here, but yeah, not an exciting drive. That's the reason I can do this. You know, I'm not evading traffic. This is not stop and go. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure. Because I spent a lot of time over on the West Coast stuck in traffic, evading, you know, trying to find the carpool lane. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. And, you know, if I end up snagging this collection, then you're going to see a quick cut, and we're going to get right back to me showing you guys the collection and giving you a taste, kind of have an exciting talk about the negotiations. So make sure you guys are following on all the socials. But YouTube is the only place I will be posting these long form videos, because I don't think I can post them anywhere else. I don't think I can post them on Facebook or Instagram or anything. So make sure you're following here, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. See you shortly. What's up, everybody? Made it home, safe and sound. Got the collection secured. So it was quite the treacherous drive. Ended up spending about half the drive in a winter storm warning. So I got home. Nadine helped me carry the boxes downstairs, get everything down here and out of the weather, and then I crashed out and went to bed. I did, you know, I went and pulled out some of the big slabs and got them rebagged and boarded and priced. So you'll see some of those here in this video. But this boxes, you guys see the old collection. I'm still working through that, but about 14, 16, 17 short boxes, one long box, and then all of these slabs over here are what came in this collection, as well as some other random figures. And these were kind of cool. These are like some prints or something. This was a Scotty Young signed print, random turtle print. This is a Ryan Otley signature. This is kind of cool. This one was CGC'd. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. 10 out of 58. This is by Austin Ott. And then there's a John Romita signed print as well. Just some cool, you know, throw-me-ins on top of the entire collection here. Just random figures. I'll probably just auction these off. These take up a lot of space. So anything like this, I usually either just auction off or I take them to the antique shop and price them and leave them there, because space is at a premium here in the basement. So the slabs are all over the place. It's a lot of variant covers. The ones I priced were some of the, like, this stack over here I've already got priced. Some of the just premium, you know, stuff that I think are, you know, just landmark keys. They're definitely the pricier ones in there, but yeah, I'll just flip through a couple of these stacks, just give you a taste. There's a lot of signed stuff, lots of variant stuff. So if you collect that kind of thing, you will be excited over the next couple days, because I will be going through all of this. You can see he left some of the price tags. I'm assuming that's what he paid for it, but I don't know. Ooh, that's sick. Gorkum Demir. So I'll go through, I'll get these bag boarded, priced. Bagged and boarded. You don't need to board a slab, Jeff, you idiot. But I will get these rebagged. You can see they still got the, you know, bag from CGC on them. So get some cool stuff. And I think I'll probably be able to get through these in the next, you know, I don't know, the next 2 or 3 days. Before the girls' birthday, I'm hoping to have at least all the slabs out and available for y'all. We'll do a quick flip through some of the boxes too. The boxes are kind of interesting. They are really all over the place on the boxes of raw stuff. So these are not really filler slabs. I'm not going to say that, because most of these are like $100 slabs, but not like the huge keys like they're on the other one. There's a cool one. Freaking sick, Clayton Crane. There's a cool one too. Moko on the Wolverine, Alex Ross Wolverine. The big ones here, I already got these priced out. These will probably be on the wall whatever time I do a first show, whether I do a show Saturday or Monday. But just some sick books. That thing's a monster. Monsters. Just some cool books. And the the last stack. We'll keep a little bit for surprise. We'll leave those ones there. Here, let's look at these. I'll flip through at least the top row of boxes. Give you guys an idea of what kind of raw stuff's in here. Oh, I turned it around. I thought it was backwards. It's not. You can see some of the titles he had. A bunch of Titan stuff. There's some Turtle stuff. Most of it is modern. There's a couple you can see adventures and things like that in there. Marvel Tales, Transformers, some modern Vampirella. And then he's got things mixed in there like New Warriors, Warlord, some older 80s, 90s stuff. We Live, X-Force Run. Next one's got... Oh, gonna set you guys down for a second. This one's backwards. Yeah, the drive yesterday was insane, guys. So very thankful we made it home. Thankful I had the time to go and you know, get the collection. There is some old stuff in there like that. There, you know, every once in a while, one of them will pop out. This guy said his favorite character was Wolverine. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of X-Men. Imagine there's going to be a lot of Wolverine titled stuff. Oof, sick. Yeah. And although the stuff was somewhat organized, it wasn't extremely organized. So, like you can see, this was just a bunch of X-Men. It's all just thrown in here in an X-Men tab. So it makes it at least a little bit interesting digging through it. Let's see. I'm gonna hit this next box. We'll keep digging for a bit, guys. Make sure you go give our shows a bookmark. This is the kind of stuff that will be coming. I can't really see this. This box is pretty high, but oh, I can see that. Dang. This must be a Spider-Man box. Just Spidey stuff in there. As you can see, it's all just mixed. This will all be getting processed. This will all be going on the walls. Make sure you guys bookmark them shows. It's gonna be a blast these next couple days. Bunch of goodies. I got one more box I'll flip through for you guys before we roll out of here. I'm being careful. I do got some of the walls set up for the next show, so I'm trying not to show those off. If you guys caught a peek of anything, thanks for not blurting it out. Let's see. We'll go over here to these two. Let's see what we're working with. What do we got here? New Mutants, New Titans, Surfer Warriors. So 1 in 11. Red Sonja. Ooh-wee, baby. Let's go. Some goodies. Some Wolverines. See, there's a couple minor keys in there. So, yeah. Bunch of New Mutants. New Titans. All kinds of goodies. Let's flip this lax box real quick. And, of course, it's backwards. 1 second. What do we see? Some Berserker. Conan stuff. Cable. Captain America. A few of them. Captain Marvels. What is that? It's under D. Oh, this is Do You Poo. Those are Do You Poos. I was like, what the heck? Ah, see. Dark Ages. There's Dexter in there. Just a bunch of randomness, guys. So, either way, it's going to be fun going through this stuff. Hope you guys got them shows bookmark. I already got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday bookmark. Nadine's got a big dollar stream. Bookmark that too. I'm going to be pilfering through this. And, yeah, hopefully get our money back in a somewhat timely manner. Normally when I buy large collections, I would consider this a medium collection. A collection this size, I'm hoping to make my money back within a month, you know. So fingers crossed that I can do that. And, you know, I'm thinking to get all the way through it and get it all sold, it's going to take a lot longer than a month. But hopefully there's enough good stuff that you guys want to buy that I can make the money back in that amount of time. So I'm going to get out of here. It's bright and early right now. I think it's like, it doesn't show my clock on my phone, but I think it's like 5:45 in the morning. So I still need some coffee. But yeah, see you guys there. Peace. All right, guys, what's up? Here we are again. I'm pretty sure you probably just saw me. It probably looked like it was daylight, and now we are in the dark. We are in the darkness of southern South Dakota, which is kind of sketchy sometimes if you're, just out here in the middle of nowhere. Feels pretty empty and bare, but we just went through the town of Vermilion. Holy smokes, it just got really dark in here. So I would turn a light on, but whatever, you guys could ride with me in the dark. Yeah, so I bought the collection. I paid the guy's asking price. I paid a lot of money for it. There was about between 60 and 65 graded comics, and there was about 15 short boxes worth of raw stuff. Oh man, this footage looks horrible. Oh well. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. This guy collected mainly just like cool covers. He's mainly a modern collector, even though he did have a couple older books in there. A couple of notables that I saw. There was definitely a first Cable. There was a Wolverine #1. What else did I see that was notable in there? Lots of Clayton Crane. There was some Peach Momoko hiding in there. He had some old war stuff. I know I saw some Sergeant Rock. And yeah, that's just a taste. The slabs were really all over the place. He had all kinds of stuff. But the ones that he sent me pictures of were really nice, really cool. There's a really cool Transformer Clayton Crane book. And then there was a, what is that book called? Hip Hop Variant. One of the tougher ones to find. It was graded a 9.8. I can't remember the title, but I know it's a Deadpool book. What else was in there? We got a couple other random things. He included a couple like little toys, little figures. There was like a graded signed print. I don't even know who signed it. I didn't even really look at that stuff. He said this is all included. So in the truck, we're almost home. I didn't record earlier because there was a giant snowstorm, guys. Literally risked my life to go get this collection. If you live in Omaha or you live in Nebraska, you probably already know that snowstorm was nuts. I got there right as it started. There was like just a trace on the ground when I got to the guy's house to look at the collection. By the time I left, the wind was whipping the snow everywhere. There was probably a ½ inch on the ground already. And yeah, I think I was going half the speed limit, probably half the way home. So it took me a lot longer to get back, but that's okay. We got the collection secured, nice and safe. I'll be home in 15-20 minutes. Nadine's gonna help me carry everything down. And yeah, I'll probably I'll take another video once I get it down there and just do a quick flip for you guys so you guys can see what you got to look forward to getting processed for this upcoming week. We might do a sale on Saturday. I might post this after Saturday, just FYI. So if you're seeing this right now, you might be a little late to it, but yeah, we're gonna cue the basement transition. Peace.